Who are you, really? Not your job title, not your possessions. Who are you when no one is watching? For Jonas, this question was a silent ache. To the world, Jonas was the image of success. Sharp suits, a luxury car, a high-rise apartment. He had friends, money, and admiration. He was climbing the corporate ladder, seemingly unstoppable. But beneath the surface, Jonas felt empty. His success was a mask, hiding a deep loneliness. Meetings and parties blurred together, leaving him feeling like an actor in someone else's play. Each morning he stared at his reflection, wondering, is this all there is? He chased more, longer hours, more things, more people. But nothing filled the void. The emptiness grew and the mask became heavier. Jonas's life looked full, but inside he was starving for something real. The world saw a winner. Jonas saw a stranger. Jonas's inner struggle was invisible but relentless. Surrounded by people, he felt utterly alone, admired but not truly known. Conversations stayed shallow, laughter felt forced. The loneliness followed him everywhere, even as his drive faded and his work suffered. His superiors noticed the change. The spark was gone. Jonas realized he was trapped by expectations, suffocating under a success that brought no peace. He stood at a breaking point, the ground beneath him crumbling. The collapse came suddenly. Jonas was let go in a cold corporate meeting. The identity he'd built vanished overnight. Invitations stopped, friends disappeared. Alone in his apartment, the silence was deafening. He felt stripped of everything, lost and ashamed. One night, broken and desperate, Jonas fell to his knees and cried out, "God, if you're real, help me. I don't know who I am." There was no thunder, just a quiet sense of being heard. For the first time, the weight of loneliness lifted, if only slightly. Jonas had reached the end of himself and finally asked for help. His pain wasn't over, but a new journey had begun. In surrender, he found the first glimmer of hope. Drawn by hope, Jonas opened a dusty Bible and read, "Conform to the image of his Son." The words struck him. His purpose wasn't to be a successful executive, but to become like Christ. He realized he'd been chasing shadows, not substance. The emptiness was space meant for God. His failures and pain could be used for something greater. Losing his job wasn't the end. It was the beginning of discovering his true identity. For the first time, Jonas felt peace not tied to circumstances. He stood on the threshold of a new journey. Jonas's transformation began with small, daily choices. He started each day with prayer, asking God to guide him. He looked for ways to serve, helping neighbors, volunteering, listening to the lonely. These acts weren't for recognition, but out of a growing love. Forgiveness was hardest. He released old resentments, finding freedom in letting go. The process was slow, with setbacks and doubts, but Jonas was no longer alone. Each act of kindness, each prayer shaped him. He was learning that becoming like Christ was a lifelong journey. With every step, he felt himself changing, more patient, compassionate, and loving. Years later, Jonas found purpose in serving others as a youth pastor. The emptiness was gone, replaced by joy and peace in Christ. He shared his story, teaching young people that true worth isn't found in worldly success, but in reflecting God's image. His life became a living example of transformation. He wasn't perfect, but he was honest, still learning, still growing. Jonas's journey is a reminder, your story isn't over. No matter your past, you can begin the journey of becoming like Christ. Take the first step, open your heart, and let the carpenter begin his work in you.